Welcome to the Shoreline, brought to you by Shores and Islands, Ohio, where finding your Lake Erie love is a sure thing. Thank you for joining us. I am your host, Jill Bauer, PR Manager for Shores and Islands, Ohio. We bring you the Shoreline every week to give you the inside scoop on what's happening here in our island and coastal communities. Well, welcome to May. To me, May is such a great month. It feels like summer is right around the corner. I've got kids in school, and this is the month of all the things, the concerts, the banquets, the awards, but we're in the home stretch. And at the same time, all of our seasonal attractions are reopening. Boaters are getting back out on the water. It's patio season at so many great establishments, and there are so many awesome events coming up. First off, it is the biggest week in American birding. This 10-day festival kicks off this weekend, May 8th, and will bring in literally thousands of birders to see our amazing spring migration and hopefully check off a few lifers. Cedar Point opens this weekend as well. We're looking forward to another fun season at a place like no other on the Lake Erie coast. The first couple of weeks are student trip season. They'll have science days and music performance days, and we welcome all of those youth to the region, and it's a great time to visit Cedar Point. And of course, Mother's Day is this Sunday as well. There are several places where you can take mom this weekend. You can check out tea at Historic Lime Village, special vendor events at Quarry Hill Orchards, Sandusky Mall, the American Legion in Sandusky, and Vermilion Valley Vineyards. And don't miss free admission and a small gift for moms at Shadell Gardens and Arboretum in Elmore. As always, you can find information about all of these fun places and details about these events online at shoresandislands.com. May episodes of The Shoreline are brought to you by the family-friendly and, of course, always dog-friendly Doghouse at the Roundhouse Bar located on the back patio, theroundhousebar.com. And here to tell us all about this newer island food option, as well as chat about their family's many other island businesses, is Anita McCann. Anita is a Put-in-Bay resident, married to born and raised on the island Michael McCann for 38 years. Michael is the third generation of family-run island businesses, the Historic Park Hotel and the Roundhouse Bar, both island jewels with a long history of providing affordable lodging and live entertainment. Anita and Michael and their 4 adult children operate many additional island businesses, including Red Moon Speakeasy, Chicken Patio, The Doghouse, Country House Gifts, Misty Bay Boutique, and The Bucket Shop in the Roundhouse. Anita and Michael are very involved in the community as well as volunteer firefighters, chamber members, and past Shores and Islands board members. They are boaters, ice fishing enthusiasts, and they love the nature that surrounds them in each season, as we do all. Welcome to the Shoreline, Anita.
Well, hello.
Good morning. Well, thank you for being here. First of all, I want to kind of take it back a little bit and talk about your family's history, your personal story, if you will. Can you share a little bit about your journey to living and owning businesses at Put-in-Bay?
Oh boy, it goes back almost 40 years. I was once a summer employee back in, well, I guess I can tell you what year it was. It was back in 1985, which tells you how old I really am. But I had hired and worked for my husband's family at the Cruise Nest, which is the private boating club here on the island. Great summer, first summer on Put-in-Bay, and I had a great summer and met my future husband, Michael, who was part of the business back then, and we just hit it off, and we dated for a few years, and lo and behold, we got married, a nice little island wedding. A few years later, we had one daughter, and then about a year and a half after that, we ended up having triplets. So our family went from one child to 4 in a...
That must have been chaos.
Oh,
immediately.
Complete chaos. Funny story about, when I was pregnant with the triplets, I would drive by, an islander, and instead of just waving, out the window hi, they would wave with 3 fingers.
In a small town like that, everybody knows everything. I love that. Everybody was excited.
Everybody was excited. And here we are now, Triplets are 33. My oldest is 35. They are all involved in the family business. We have grandbabies. We have 3, and with another 4th on the way here soon. And they're a little too young yet to get involved in the family business.
But future generations, you're stacking them up so you can keep the businesses going.
Absolutely. My oldest, her name is Theodora, and she'll be 5, and she, will walk in the back of the roundhouse and go behind the bar, and she knows where the pop gun is at. So, and she is well known in the roundhouse. So yes, the kids are not afraid to venture out into what we have. So yes, a big family business. Yeah.
Speaking of the Roundhouse Bar is just such an iconic spot. It has been on the island for a long time. What do you think has made it such a staple island business that everybody reveres?
Well, I think one, it's iconic, the iconic shape with the red and the round top. It's we're celebrating 153 years this year.
Wow.
The roundhouse itself has always been, it's a focal point in the main part of downtown, directly in the center of town on Delaware Avenue. I think for so many years, it just has been an icon, one, because of the building itself, but what it offers. And it offers a place to go, a place to meet your friends, a place to enjoy music, a place of history. There's a lot of people who really love the island because of some of our historic buildings that we have downtown, and the Roundhouse being, one of them.
Absolutely.
I think it's also, too, that I think we provide a great service. Our staff is very friendly, very welcoming. They know faces, they know names of repeat customers. So it's a vibe that both my husband and I and our kids, we strive to just provide a really fun atmosphere for everybody. And I think that's why people come back. And plus, we've got really good entertainment. Our bands that come in from all over are great entertainers. So who doesn't like to be entertained?
Absolutely. And Roundhouse Bar is known for its live music. This year marks some incredible milestones for some of the entertainers that have provided that service for a long, long time. So first, let's talk about Mike Mad Dog Adams and his 46-year legacy at the Roundhouse. 46 years?
Yes. And he's very proud of that. And we are very proud that he continues to want to be a part of our family affair of 46 years. He knows how to please crowds, and he has so many followers that have followed him for so many years, but he also has touched base on some of the, when I say some of the younger generation that are like, wait, who is this guy? Oh my God, he's funny. He's great. So he's got a broad range of people who enjoy what he has to offer. So we love having him.
Oh, absolutely. And Bob Gatewood also, he's celebrating 40 years this year. We actually interviewed Bob last season. He was quite a character, even sang for us on the podcast because he's such an awesome entertainer. Yeah. So listeners, go back to season 2, episode 19, if you want to hear more about Bob and Bob's story. But what does it mean to you, Anita, to have entertainers with that kind of history connected to the business?
Oh, we're honored. I mean, we're honored to have them on our stage. We're honored to promote their craft. Bob has a great on-stage presence and a fun personality, and truly, so it emits like joy and happiness when he sings. And he's always trying to get the crowd to sing along with him. So, yeah, we're very honored that they want to be on the stage of the Roundhouse.
So, of course, those 2 iconic entertainers are going to be on the bill many times this season, and you kind of fill it in with a lot of other performers, bands. Do you have entertainment all the time, or is it certain nights of the week? How does that work? Well,
we have entertainment. At the start of the season, it's on weekends, and then once we're open daily, our claim to fame is we have entertainment daily and sometimes twice daily. I mean, that is what the Roundhouse offers. I mean, we do have, a little bit of snacks here and there, but when we're open for business, what we're offering is our entertainment.
Oh, that's awesome. And there's so many other places nearby. You've got the chicken patio right there for some.
Yes.
It's talking about iconic. I mean, like that is just the island meal you have to get. Tell us a little bit about chicken patio. I mean, I know that that's not the focus of the episode, but for those that haven't eaten, it's a unique meal, right? I mean, it's a
It is.
wine-basted chicken.
Wine-based chicken. Yes, we like to use local wines. We toot that we use Heineman's wine in the secret sauce. We don't give up our secret. But the sauce has been in the family, I think, well over 60, almost 65 years. My mother-in-law, Mary Ann, she was the one, and her and Matt created the sauce, and it really has stayed the same for so many years. And I think with having the grilling in front of the audiences there, people are very interested in how it works, how long it takes, and it's just a great meal. And what's nice about the chicken patio is you can grab a chicken and you can go on inside the roundhouse and eat your chicken and listen to Bob Gatewood or Mad Dog Mike. Yes.
I love it. I love it. And what
Mm-hmm.
I also love about the chicken patio is that you can smell it everywhere. Like as soon as you get off the
Yes,
Jet
you
Express,
can.
if
Yes.
you're driving by on a golf cart, you're like, "Whoo, what is that?" It immediately draws you in.
It entices people who've never been here before, go, where is that coming from? And
Yeah.
then they kind of stop out in front on Delaware and kind of take a look, and they're like, wow. So yeah, it's a good flavor of Put Bay, and we're very proud that we can continue what we have to offer, there at the chicken patio. So
Well, speaking of food options, you've got something kind of new and exciting with the doghouse at the Roundhouse that's on your back patio. So, can you paint a picture of what that space is like and what inspired you to create the doghouse?
well, the doghouse on the back patio is a walk up, and it's a walk up food order stand, and it is everything hot dogs. My manager Paula Garstek, who is she's a foodie, and she suggested that maybe this was about 2 years ago. We were talking about maybe we need to offer some more food, on the back patio, and we were doing a major renovation of the back patio. We added a larger space, an outdoor bar, and we also added some really needed bathrooms for the back patio, which alleviates some of the amount of people that are in the roundhouse. So it was
Sure.
big project for us. And of course, we're all dog lovers, so do believe that it had something to do with it. So when we came up with the doghouse at the roundhouse, we were focusing on let's get some, a family-friendly area where families can come in with their pets, with their kids, and have some hot dogs. We have games in the back patio for families to play, cornhole. And what we decided that we were going to do an affordable meal. Hot dogs are fairly affordable. And then we decided that we were going to just name some of our gourmet hot dogs. And then along with the hot dogs, we have, French fries and soft pretzels and popcorn. We brought popcorn back. Years ago in front of the chicken patio, there used to be a wagon, a popcorn wagon, or we call it the beer wagon. And we used to serve popcorn out of that. And that had gone away for some years. So we brought the popcorn back. So you too can, if you don't like a bucket of beer, you can get a bucket of popcorn.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know the history on that, so that's cool. Anybody that was around years ago and remembers that, come back and get the popcorn.
It's very similar to the one that's downtown Sandusky. Isn't there a
Sure,
peanut
yeah,
wagon or a
popcorn
wagon
yeah.
that's, looked exactly the same? And back in the day, and this is back when I first started working, it was a fun spot where you can, grab a beer and grab some popcorn. So we brought it back, and we're happy that we did.
Yeah, of course. I mean, because sometimes you just need something to munch on. You need a little
You do.
snack. I'm sure that just like you said with the chicken, you can probably get your food from the doghouse and take it into Roundhouse to enjoy the entertainment.
Yes, and we have new this year. We have some online ordering happening with the QR code. So this is
What?
kind of, yes.
Tell us more. Tell us more.
So, I mean, if you're in the roundhouse or if you're out on your boat, out in the harbor, or you're at your house, you can actually order off the menu of the doghouse. You have to go. I mean, if you need to take a look at the menu, it's online on our website, but you can actually order. Order gets placed. we take care of making the order, and then you get a text code that says, come on down and pick it up. We are not
Nice.
providing delivery service. We're going to try this out and see how this works, but this is going to be a really fun thing for people who are, either employees, quick on the go. I need my
Yes.
lunch. Let's go ahead and order. Or, if you've got a big group coming in and you just want to eat on your boat, we are going to do this QR code. So we're very excited about this. Yeah.
Yeah. I can see it be used also like just kind of planning ahead. Hey, we're going to head down to the roundhouse later. We'll go right as soon as our hot dogs are ready, we'll go pick them up and then we'll go in and watch the entertainment. So, or if you don't want to get up and you don't want to lose your spot, right? You've got great seats in the roundhouse. You got like the primo seats for the show. So you don't want to miss that. So you just order your food online, send somebody out to
Yeah.
go get it for you and bring it
Yeah.
back in.
I would imagine if we have slow days in the roundhouse and somebody places an order, I would imagine one of our staff members will, take the order to inside the roundhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, seat saver.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
So, but you also mentioned about the patio itself because it's outdoors being pet friendly
Mm-hmm.
and you guys are dog lovers, you said.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we
So
are. Yes.
what is unique about that? What is special about having some place that you can go with your pet?
So many more people are bringing their animals to Put in Bay. I've noticed
Hmm.
over the past 10 years, people don't like to leave their Fido at home, so they bring
Yeah.
them along. And we have an area where they can drink water. We have dog treats at the counter. And also this year, I think we're incorporating some ice cream for the
The pup
pups.
cups.
Yeah, pup cups. Yes, yes. And then we also feature the dog of the week. So we have a Polaroid camera that if you have your dog and you're willing for us to take a picture, we'll take a picture of your dog. We have a little bio sheet that you can fill out. And then we post it on our Facebook page, and then the picture gets posted on a wall of fame, I should say, dog of fame wall. So yeah,
I love that. Make your dog famous.
absolutely.
So the patio is for the dogs, right? You can bring your dogs with you and you serve hot dogs. So there's so many tie-ins
Yes.
here. I want to talk a little bit about the menu itself because you mentioned
Hmm.
the person that created it was kind of a foodie. What are some of these gourmet hot dogs that you serve?
Well, I can name off a few. Our basic hot dog is called the glizzy, and it's just a hot dog with your basic ketchup and mustard. We
Mm,
also offer a coney
classic.
dog. We have a Chicago dog, which has,
Is it pickles? I feel like,
yeah, onions, tomatoes, sport
oh,
peppers, neon
tomatoes.
green relish, and a dill pickle spear. We have one that's called the piggy dog, and this is it's a beef frank with a barbecue pork and cheese sauce and jalapenos for those of you who like a
Ooh,
little flavor.
spicy.
We have one, and this is kind of funny. For anybody who's gluten free, we have one that's called the raw dog. All it is two beef franks.
I love
Yes.
it.
And one of my favorites, which I insisted that needed to be on the menu, was having a corn dog. I
Oh,
am a
love corn
huge
dogs.
fan of corn dogs,
Same.
and I think Cedar Point had something to do with that because they have corn dogs.
And honestly, the hot dogs in general are a menu item you don't see. I think that's a niche that wasn't being filled on the island. I don't know of anywhere
Hmm.
else that's doing gourmet hot dogs.
Yeah, and that we discussed that too when we were, getting this sort of put together. And the hot dogs they're the good beef hot dog. You are quite full once you're done eating.
Like you said, who doesn't love hot dogs?
Right, right. Yeah. Yeah, and then along with the hot dogs, we do have some snack menus. We've got some nachos and fries and chili cheese fries and the other thing is cheese on a stick. With a corn dog, you have to have a cheese on a
You
stick.
do. That is
You
my
do.
all-time favorite. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Oh, I love that.
So
Yeah, cheese on a stick
yeah,
is my Cedar Point
you,
go-to. So yeah,
absolutely.
definitely
Yeah,
gonna have to come check that out.
you have to literally go to Frontierland now to get a cheese on a stick. Years ago they used to have cheese on a sticks all around, and now there's only
Yeah.
one place in Cedar Point to do that. So
Or you come to the doghouse.
Oh, that's
Now
right.
you know. Now you know. So, in addition to the patio being dog friendly, you're also getting involved in some local events. And there is an upcoming Doc Dogs competition. We actually had them on the
Yes.
podcast just last month.
Oh,
And,
awesome.
and you guys are kind of partnering with that event as well. What can we expect from you guys that weekend?
We are. The Dog Dock event is happening on what we call McCann Field. There's a big open
Mm-hmm.
space that we have events on. And I had just met with the Dog group too. So they're coming in, they're going to set up, and we're going to see some cute little dogs floating around, running around, jumping in.
Yeah, jumping in the water.
Yes.
Can't wait for that.
And our local dog ambassador, his name is Storm. He's part of our canine unit here on Put in Bay, so he is going to be there to greet all our dog people and visitors alike. So we're excited to have Shores and Islands over, the Put in Bay Police Department with the Ambassador Storm, and then we're going to offer some discounts for anybody that participates. So the Dog House at the Roundhouse is the top sponsor, and we're very close to the area where this is happening.
What an ideal partnership, right?
Yes, and then our chamber is trying to promote getting dogs here. I mean, along with the dogs that
Mm-hmm.
do come, but they're trying to sign dogs in, like have a sign-in sheet, and if you
Yep.
sign your dog in, you get a very cute bandana that you can put on your dog, and it can be a part of the what's happening throughout the day. And then we're going to try to get, I don't know how we're going to do this, but it's sort of in the works, like a group picture of the
Yeah.
dogs with their bandanas, and hopefully have the Perry's Memorial, the monument in the background, because from where you're at on the McCann Field, you can kind of see where the monument's at. So we have these big plans to, to promote it and to have a great photo op with all the
Yeah.
dogs. So yeah, we're excited about this.
Having opened the doghouse just last
Mm-hmm.
year, right? You were
Mm-hmm.
probably so
Mm-hmm.
excited when you heard they were bringing an actual dog event to the island because it's such a perfect compliment to what you're doing.
Had to jump right on that.
Yeah, so we talked to Patty at the chamber, and we
Mm-hmm.
talked
Yes.
to the Doc Dogs folks. So we heard a couple, like just last month. Again, listeners, you can go back and listen to last month's episode with them. But we heard about all of the plans to try to get as many dogs on the island as possible, and of all the different places that they can go, and of course, your place was mentioned as one of the spots where you can go and enjoy with your dog while you're on the island.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's so cool that you can, those competitors will potentially get deals with your
Yes.
food establishment, but also all of the folks that are visiting the island are going to get that. The dogs that sign in are going to get that bandana. That's so cute. I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the graphics and how they're doing it. I've not seen any specs on it yet, but I'm sure it's going to be adorable.
Yeah, well, what a perfect partnership. So the Doc Dogs competition that weekend, it's May 29th and 30th. So go, again, go back and listen to the other episode and get all the details and come over and visit for that. You guys are also getting involved in the Declaration 250 celebration. So without giving too much away, because that's not till the beginning of August, what kind of plans do you have in mind to participate in that event?
I think right now we're kind of fine tuning some of the things that are happening, and I'm not at liberty to say what the doghouse is planning, but I hate to be like, oh, I can't really tell you,
Just stay tuned. Something fun is coming.
something fun will be happening at the doghouse for the weekend that is planned for the 250. Yes. So that would be in September. Yeah, I know I hate to be elusive about it, but I'm not at liberty to say.
That's okay. More to come. More to come. We're actually
Right.
interviewing the America 250 Declaration 250 folks, I think in July. So
Oh, great.
stay tuned in a couple months. We'll have more
Yeah.
details ironed out by then. But glad to hear you're getting involved, with other island events.
Right. And I had just ordered some 250 flags that, we very proud to fly our flags out in front of the Roundhouse and the Park Hotel. But I did order 250 flags to put on multiple businesses just to, support the 250. So I'm
Very
excited for
cool.
these flags to come. They should
Huh.
be here soon.
Let's talk a little bit about your other businesses too. I know we mentioned Roundhouse, we mentioned Chicken
Mm-hmm.
Patio. What other businesses? I mean, I know I went through the list in your intro, but what are the other
Mm-hmm.
businesses that you own? And just kind of give them a little plug as well. What are they doing?
The Historic Park Hotel was built the same year as the Roundhouse Bar, 1873. So we are celebrating 153 years this year. And
Quite a
the park,
history. Wow.
yes, yes. I always say in the Park Hotel, if the walls could talk, oh, the stories they would tell.
Right.
Yes. So the Historic Park Hotel, we offer affordable accommodations, lots of history inside the building. All the rooms are very well decorated, and yeah. So the Park Hotel is it's an icon too.
Yeah.
From if you're down in the dock looking forward, you see the Roundhouse and the Park Hotel together. We welcome anybody to take a visit inside the lobby. The lobby has some historic pictures. Our staff there is well versed in, giving a history lesson to newcomers to the island. So we love our Park Hotel. And
Oh,
then along with the
nice.
Park Hotel, we also rent golf carts through the Park Hotel. So if anybody's interested in, you know, tooling around the island, come on in to Park Hotel and grab a rental. We're happy to help. We also in our family business we also have retail stores. We have Misty Bay Boutique, which is a women's boutique, and along with souvenirs, it's located right next to the Roundhouse. And then we also have the Country House Gifts, which is a very old historic building also. It has wonderful nautical themed housewares, gifts, homewares, souvenirs, and then we try to focus on local artists. So we have a few local artists that bring their fun little art in, and yeah. So the Country House is a great shopping experience. And last but not least, back to the Roundhouse, we have the Bucket Shop, which is located inside the Roundhouse, and that is everything Roundhouse. So
All your souvenirs.
yeah,
Yeah.
all our souvenirs. Yeah, cups, glasses, t-shirts, sweatshirts, you name it, we have it. Hats, towels. Yeah, if you forget your towel, when you're coming to Put in Bay, come on in and grab a towel. We have that.
I
Everything
love it.
Roundhouse in the Bucket Shop.
I love how diversified your businesses are, especially since you're talking about multiple generations of your family. Just whatever you're interested. Hey, you like hospitality? We've got a hotel. Do you want to work in food service? We've got a restaurant.
Correct.
You more for retail? So
Right.
I love how, whatever your family's interests are, you've given them a job.
My children will tell you, they can do it all. They can do retail. They can do bar.
Oh, and I'm sure they probably have to cover each other all the
They
time.
do.
Yeah,
They
they probably
do.
know
They
every aspect of
do.
every business. Maybe this was intentional, but do we not want to talk about the Red Moon
Oh, how
Speakeasy?
did I forget that? Oh
Well,
my
because it's a
goodness.
secret. Because it's
Oh my, you know what?
a
Shame on me. Oh
speakeasy.
my goodness, it is a secret. How did I not even
it's
bring that
it's.
up?
I'm going to tell you, it's the island's best kept secret. It's the best kept secret, but it's not. Tell us a little bit about the Red Moon.
Okay, the Red Moon is the island's only speakeasy, and to get to it, you have to enter through a door on the porch where the Park Hotel is at. So, Park Hotel is a very integral part of
Hmm.
the speakeasy because the room where the speakeasy is located is where the Park Hotel had its dining hall back in the day. So, I mean, it was small. I mean, back in the day, I mean, the Park Hotel, like I said, 26 rooms, not a whole lot of people, so they weren't
Hmm.
really feeding a huge, huge
Huge
group.
crowds, right?
Right, but the Speakeasy is a great space for small, intimate, casual conversation.
Hmm.
We offer wonderful, wonderful infused drinks, libations, small plates. We're also even featuring on a few of our busy weekends. We have actually a local young man who plays the saxophone and he does jazz. So we're offering some
Ooh.
jazz nights too. Yeah, we have in the past couple of years. It's kind of have taken a nice what's the word I'm looking for? Just a nice evening to listen to jazz by Johnny and have a nice cocktail and enjoy the company that you're with.
Yeah,
So
I
yeah,
love it.
we love our little speakeasy.
I think Red Moon has just like a whole different vibe, like, compared to the
Hmm.
rest of the island. Like if you want somewhere that's just quiet and chill, like you just need to get off of get out of downtown for a second,
Yes.
pop into the Red Moon.
And you have to speak easy. That's the whole idea. That's how where that speakeasy comes from.
Yeah.
Sometimes we have a hard time keeping people quiet, and we try not to. Sometimes we get what people like. Oh, it's not quiet. Well, it's really hard to when somebody's having a good
Yeah.
time. If we just
They get a little bit too loud, you send them next door.
we do. We're like, yep, you can go right next door and put a bucket on your head and dance around. But this is where you just need to relax and enjoy the vibe.
Okay, so for those that don't get that reference, if they've never been to the Roundhouse Bar, what does
Mhm.
that mean to put a bucket on your head? Tell us
Oh,
why you would do that.
oh, sorry. One of our signature, I guess, drinks, and it's been around a long time. We serve draft beer in a round red bucket. It's been around for a long time, and sometimes people drink a bucket or two and decide that they want to wear,
It's a
because you get to
trophy.
keep the bucket. Yeah,
Yep.
it's a trophy. Yes, yeah, a rite of passage, I guess. But yeah, you are able to, buy your bucket of beer. The bucket, is yours. And you can bring the bucket back in on a different occasion and have it refilled, which is, no problem. But we have been known to seeing people walking around town on the sidewalks with red buckets on their head, and we like
Yeah.
to call them bucket heads.
And I'm sure Bob and Mad Dog, I'm sure that they probably reference it in some of their songs.
Oh yes they do. I don't think we have a buckethead song. Maybe we should.
Yeah, there you go. Singer-songwriters out there. If you're
After
listening.
all these years, it still makes me giggle when I see somebody with a bucket on their head.
Of course. Well, with so many years in the hospitality and entertainment space, what keeps you inspired? What keeps you going and wanting to continually evolve of the different offerings that you have?
Oh boy, what keeps us inspired? Oh boy.
People walking around with buckets on their head?
Yeah. You know what? I feel like when you talk to somebody who's maybe a first timer to Put in Bay,
Mhm.
and they say, "Oh my God, I didn't realize this was in Ohio. I didn't realize we have an island, and you have beautiful downtown area with the park and the old buildings and just the feel of the vibe that the island gives." And people, say it's their happy place, and it's my happy place. And I think in order to continue, and what inspires my husband and I, and even our kids, we love our happy place, and we want to preserve our happy place in the way we know how. And we also want to share our happy place with everybody and anybody that comes to Put in Bay. I mean, because everybody, I shouldn't say everybody, each person that comes has their own experience. May it
Yeah.
be for a day trip, or with their, they have a childhood memory that they're bringing their kids back to. Say they had a great time when they're kids, and now they're married and have kids, and they want to bring their kids back to experience that. I think that's important, and family's important, and history's important. And of course, back to the whole nature thing. The view that we have of Lake Erie, and the view of downtown, and just, an island, put an island in your life. I think
Absolutely.
yeah, I think it's good for the soul.
It is. And I love that it's your happy place, but also you get to be a part of so many people's experiences,
Absolutely.
celebrations.
Yes.
You get to be a part of that, whether it's their first
Hmm.
time or their 40th time visiting the island. You
Correct.
get to be a part of that. So I can imagine that's amazing.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you wanted to share with us today, Anita, about any of your businesses?
So, we've been in business a long time, and we've had a lot of employees come and go, and there have been many marriages happening, that have happened over the years.
You weren't the only one that started
No,
out
we were not the
as
only one.
a seasonal worker and ended up living there.
Yeah, but I love it when we have past employees, who now are friends, that come back and say, it was the best part of my life, and I met my spouse here, and it holds
Mhm.
great memories. So, and to say about we're looking forward to this season. I'm glad winter is leaving us, because it was a long cold winter.
May finally got here, and we're ready to get
Yeah,
started on an amazing season.
right.
Where can our listeners go to learn all about all of your businesses, especially the Doghouse at the Roundhouse?
They can go online to our website. They can go to Facebook. We have social media pages, and then we have some Instagram pages. But for the main, especially for the Roundhouse, for like the entertainment calendar, you have to go to the Roundhouse website, which is the roundhousebar.com.
The Roundhouse Bar.
Or I should say, like the Ohio State does.
Like the Ohio, exactly.
The Roundhouse Bar. On there are separate links to the Bucket Shop and to the Doghouse and to the Chicken Patio and the Red Moon Speakeasy. So there is a lot there. And we also have another website, which is a bigger website that incorporates the retail end of our businesses too. And that website is LOVIN with the putinbay.com. So that's another good source of information for anybody who's a first timer or if anybody needs information.
And there's no hyphens. There's no hyphens in the
There
website,
is no
correct?
hyphens.
So Love and
lowercase. Love and Put-in-Bay. Mm-hmm.
All right. loveandputtinbay.com and theroundhousebar.com is where you go to get all of the details and plan your visit over to Put-in-Bay this season. We can't wait to bring our puppers and come hang out on the patio.
I can't wait to take a picture and put you on our wall of our Dog of Fame board. Yes, absolutely.
Perfect. So. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Anita.
Oh, thank you. It's been a pleasure. And I'm so happy to talk about the place I love.
Special thanks to Anita McCann from the Doghouse at the Roundhouse Bar at Put-in-Bay for joining us today. And a reminder that all of May's episodes of The Shoreline are brought to you by the Doghouse. So added thanks to Anita for her support of this program. As always, thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this podcast, please be sure to like and subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts so you don't miss a minute of the action here in Shores and Islands, Ohio. You can also find more information, including past episodes of the podcast, online at shoresandislands.com. And we will see you next time on The Shoreline.